Well, hello guys, welcome back. I know I wasn't on today, but I think you guys will agree I would not look good in prison orange. I had some people, you guys have been with the channel for a while now. I have very bad twisted family members, and long story short is I know at least one of them stalks me and tries to have other members of my family stalk me. I'm not making this shit up. And they pulled some shit, and I got something in the mail today. Don't worry, it wasn't anthrax or anything. And it was some of their sneaky manipulative bullshit. No, they're not getting anything out of me. We're talking about people with 4 vacation homes, and yet, they will pull psychological bullshit with you. And I knew they were looking for a call or they were looking for an in-person visit. Bitch, it's snowing outside. I ain't going anywhere and I ain't calling you. So I threw what they sent in the garbage where it belonged, and I used the justifiable rage. I mean, justifiable rage, because remember, I've been doing Kamari method all along. So I've been working out all that anger and all that rage and all that sorrow and everything. And a lot of you people on Patreon know what I'm talking about. And I attacked the closet in here with a will. It was clean, but I Kamari method it, so I cleaned it even a little bit better. And I did the grand altar cleaning. And if I start coughing, I've been leaving incense all day because it's just been that kind of day. And I didn't give them what they wanted. I knew they wanted me to rise to the bait, and instead of they go low, we go high. So happy Black History Month. And I cleaned, and I did think today because Ogu said he said Bashir, is Black History Month, which he was well aware of because we started stuff last night. And I've noticed he makes sure he starts on the eve something really hard and traumatic, and then he kind of pushes you, and then he goes, sure, you're not a slave, you're not a slave. And I was thinking about that today because if I was a slave, I would have been dead a long time ago because I have disabilities. I would have been useless. So, I'm like, I would have been dead a long time ago. If they want to beat me to death, they would have shot me and threw me over a wall or fed me to animals or some kind of crazy messed up shit. I would be bad breeding stock. Wouldn't have been worth anything. So I've thought of that today, and I'm trying not to choke because the incense is getting pretty thick because I've been burning it for a while. And we did break something today, but I knew it was for the sacrifice, from Ogu, because he was like, I have this. I still went to the demons because they'll handle things more aggressively. And, it was also I didn't do anything. It was also I didn't do anything in the physical. And that's a thing you have to remember. Just because you work with Loki or you work with Ogu or you work with demons or whatever, you're not going to look good in prison orange. They're not going to keep you out of jail if you do something wrong, as Odin has very often, mentioned to me. He's like, I know that person's cruising for a bruising, but you're not going to look, good in prison orange. And as Ogo used to say, I'm not paying your bail money. So they're not going to keep you out of jail. And it was definitely one of those times that they were cruising for a bruising. And they were looking for me to react, and they were looking for me to react in a violent way. And I'm like, no. I'm gonna show you we can rise above. So I cleaned out a closet, I cleaned an altar, and it became a wonderful offering to the gods. And I kept trying to sit down during the day to talk to you guys, but I was so filled with anger. It's justifiable anger, guys. We don't have to go into what they did, but they're abusive, horrible, scummy people. You could just take my word for it. And, it was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. And once I was done with the law, I went to the demons. And the demons will just handle things differently. And you don't have to put death curses on people. You never have to put a curse on anyone. I felt like this skeletal hand go up in the air like, me too, me too, me too, I'm going to do things too, so something's like, I'm getting in on this too. And they're like, finally, you're putting these people in their place. You don't have to put a curse on people. You never have to put a curse on people. Curses are for shit. Just go to your gods, state the facts. Don't state the emotional facts, state the facts. State what was done. Put it in their hands, they will handle it. And we have a standing understanding, the gods, that I can rage for hours and talk about all the curses I'd like to put on people. but they will handle it in their own way, and they're going to handle it much better than any curse ever could, because especially depending on who handles this, and Lasenta's smiling now, they can be pretty fucking merciless when they handle stuff, because they will check into it and see if it is so, and see, like, is this person, did they really do this bad thing, and what are these things they have done? And none of my spirits or gods or goddesses like my family, because they're fucking toxic. And Loki's like, I don't like his asshole either. I just want them to know. You let everybody know. None of us like him. So, when every spirit you have universally hates somebody, they're no good. I mean, like, I have those friends that some spirits and gods are more friendly towards and some don't like. And sometimes it's based on personality and sometimes it's based on religion. When everybody hates somebody, that is a sign from your gods. Listen. So, to recap, we did not raise to the bait. You will always have people bait you in this life. You're always, and this feels timely for somebody, you're always going to have people that you will be justified by human understanding of giving them a beatdown, but don't do it. Don't do it. Just go, they go low, you go high. You go and you put it in the hands of your gods. There's nothing I can do to them otherwise, and it's like, you know what? That's okay. I'm putting it in the hands of the gods, and there's no sense, trying to do anything else at this point. I'm like, this feels like it's like their payback. They must have been, as they will do, they will stalk me, they will drive by my house, they must have been watching me do stuff. And they thought, oh, she's getting her life together? No, we don't want that to happen. So it was the wrong day to do it, because I went to Loa and Lacenta just volunteered, and, Loki and Odin will have my back, obviously, and Ogu had showed up. It was perfect timing. He always the first, like the eve of Black History Month and the first day, we do a fuck ton of hard work. We always do. We do some kind of sacrifice. Sometimes it's been standing out in the snow, and he knows I have arthritis. Not in clothes or anything, but like standing out in the snow and doing like a veve. It wasn't that this year. This year it was breaking something that meant a lot to me, and it happened by accident, which means it happened by Ogu, but the sacrifice was made. He's content. He's paid for another year. He's happy because he's taken interest in this. And if you work with him, the Ogus. They're all, bigger than the refrigerator behind me and less friendly. But if you're their family and you are a hard worker, even if you have disabilities, they will push you a little bit. Not too bad, but they will push you, and you will be crying. And Ogu will just be there, usually, chomping on a cigar, going, "Yeah, yeah, little white girl, cry to me. You know what wasn't fun? Slavery wasn't fun." Just make you feel bad. But it's like, if you're one of the white kids, and I keep saying, but I'm Italian, if they decide you're the white kid, they will do that to you. Anytime you start crying, yeah, you know who had a bed? Slaves had a bed. Shut up. Do your work. So that was our Black History Month thing for the month. And it's true, because I looked up, and I knew very well what the answer was. If I was a slave, I would have been dead a long time ago. I'm disabled, I'm legally blind, I can't do shit. I would have been dead a long time ago. I would have been fed to animals or experimented on or some kind of crazy shit. They would have had no use for me. So, and it's just a thing. Everything today, I think, needed to happen. I think they needed to pull their horse shit at the exact wrong time. I think sometimes the universe sends you blessings, and sometimes the universe, meaning Loki, is like, here, do this dumb shit. Go ahead, do it. Go be mean to somebody, and you're mean to the wrong person on the wrong day. And then karma, meaning Loki, comes and slaps you across the face. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens. And I looked at Asmodeus, and, the horse shirt they're pulling involves going out for dinner. And I said, we got fucking COVID. More people are dying every day. Do they not watch the news? Oh, they must be anti-maskers. So I said, they all gonna die. This is gonna be a memorial for one person, and then, a couple months later, it's gonna be a memorial for about 10, 20, how many show up. I said, this is some dumb shit right here. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.